Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Buhari's aide reveals how Nnamdi Kanu coordinated 2020 EndSARS protest. Buhari's aide reveals how Nnamdi Kanu coordinated 2020 EndSARS protest. To my dear listeners from wherever you are listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. The personal assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on new media, Loretta Onoche, has revealed how the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, coordinated the 2020 EndSARS protest. Sharing a video evidence on our official Twitter handle on Friday, Onoche alleged that Nnamdi Kanu gave the order and coordinated the attacks. She wrote, "To think that the bloodstained flag some youth and some not so youth have been promoting proudly is an insignia and creation of the proscribed IPOB's Nnamdi Kanu. He also gave the order and coordinated the carnage that happened in Lagos during the anti-SARS protest. The personal assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on new media, Loretta Onoche, has revealed how the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, coordinated the 2020 EndSARS protest. Sharing a video evidence on our official Twitter handle on Friday, Onoche alleged that Nnamdi Kanu gave the order and coordinated the attacks. She wrote, "To think that the bloodstained flag some youth and some not so youth have been promoting loudly is an insignia and creation of the proscribed IPOB's Nnamdi Kanu. He also gave the order and coordinated the carnage that happened in Lagos during the anti-SARS protest." The personal assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on new media, Loretta Onoche, has revealed how the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, coordinated the 2020 EndSARS protest. Sharing a video evidence on our official Twitter handle on Friday, Onoche alleged that Nnamdi Kanu gave the order and coordinated the attacks. She wrote, "To think that the bloodstained flag some youth and some not so youth have been promoting proudly is an insignia and creation of the proscribed IPOB's Nnamdi Kanu. He also gave the order and coordinated the carnage that happened in Lagos during the anti-SARS protest." The personal assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on new media, Loretta Onoche, has revealed how the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. IPOB coordinated the 2020 ETSAS protest. Sharing a video evidence on our official Twitter handle on Friday, Nnamdi alleged that Nnamdi Kanu gave the order and coordinated the attacks. She wrote, "To think that the bloodstained flag some youth, and some not so youth, have been promoting proudly, is an insignia and creation of the proscribed IPOB's Nnamdi Kanu." He also gave the order and coordinated the carnage that happened in Lagos during the anti-SARS protest. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, now we've come to the end of our today's news, and now my opinion before I leave. To my dear listeners, I want to say, if the federal government are not careful enough, there would still be NSAS. Another NSAS is still coming, because even with the way we are being treated by the federal government, we are not happy about it. Their governments are not showing no interest to the citizens of this country. Now it's becoming worse day by day, that even citizens can no longer breathe in its own state. Raping, attacking, kidnapping here and there. And yet the governments are hearing this, they are listening to it, even though they are seeing it. And yet they are turning deaf ears to it. For how long do we need to continue doing this under this government that do not care about its citizens? Meanwhile, we voted them in because of the fake promises they gave us. What about the security they promised us? What about the good electricity they promised us? What about the good road they promised us? What about the good education? Students have been home since 6th month. This will be the 6th month that students have been home. Then nothing has been done yet by the federal government, and yet they will come out publicly saying they are trying their best. The federal government are not doing anything in this country. To my dear listeners, please do drop by here the comments.